can't get it right in the nation's capital. How are you going to get it right in the...
Mr. Korn says the interest is still there for potential investors wanting to do business in the country despite the political and constitutional drama over the last 8 months, placing Papua New Guinea under the spotlight of the international community.
I've just spent a week in New Zealand, I've just spent a week in Fiji. Part of those visits were for other matters, but I took the opportunity to speak to gatherings about investing. I spoke to the Fiji PNG Business Council in Suva. That was attended by people from Investment Fiji, from some major businesses and major banking financial institutions in Fiji. They're not being deterred by this. I then spoke at an infrastructure forum in New Zealand, in Auckland, and again, number one, they see the sound bites on the TV, but they don't think there's real trouble. It's a bit of a shake of the head.
He admitted that there was a slowdown in economic activity over the last couple of months as such situation was imminent. However, this didn't mean that the political turmoil had withered all prospect of international business confidence. This should be clear after the formation of the 9th Parliament next month.
Yeah, I think the only way it impacts investor confidence is the guy who's about to sign a deal. He then finds that suddenly the minister's not the minister anymore, or the public servant is not the public servant he was dealing with. He may have gone off to election, or everything's in a bit of a hiatus because of election period. So for 2 months or whatever of this period, I guess we lose the chance to seal some deals. But as soon, I can assure you, the investors that I know that are interested in Papua New Guinea, the legitimate ones, the sincere ones, are just waiting for government to settle down again, and they know it's something.
The investor confidence is also triggered by the steady economic growth rate experienced in the country over the last 11 years, as per the Asian Development Bank reports. According to reports from the Asian Development Bank and other credible global financial institutions, the Asia-Pacific region, which includes Papua New Guinea, continues to outsmart the rest of the world, even as the European Union debt crisis and the poor growth in the US poses external challenges. For Papua New Guinea, one area of resilience is the boom in investment that's triggered considerable growth to formal employment. ADB Country Director Michela Mink says the challenge for the country is to keep it this way.
Now, the important thing is to try to keep the employment up, because if we look, basically only 10% of the population works in a formal way of employment. So this is something that the country has to look at in the future.
Festus Maiganap, National EMTV News.
Okay. As the European Union debt crisis